Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! It's 2018 by the time this comes out. I'm actually filming on New Year's Eve right now, but it's gonna be 2018. Happy New Year. This is a video about my favorite palettes of 2017, eyeshadow and face palettes. I think I have one face palette, but these are mostly eyeshadow. And then my not so favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2017. Douglas is excited. I hope that got caught on here, his little roar. You keep it down. Anyways, without saying anything else, let's dive right in. I'm not gonna do full swatches. I'm gonna do swatches of just a few of the shades that I really love out of them. But of course, all the links will be listed below. And let's talk about some palettes. So the first palette I'm gonna talk about is an actual newer palette. I got this about a month ago. Okay, we understand. This is the Foil Finger Paints Shadow Palette from Tarte. First of all, the outside is just out of this world. And then the actual shades in here are just, I'm actually wearing this shade right here, the Gold Coast on my lid right now. They're honestly, I don't know where this formula has been my entire life. Even the glitters are just so beautiful. You're actually gonna be seeing swatches and they're gonna be on Ben's arm. They're gonna pop up as we go. So I'm pretty excited to start swatching him. But honestly, this palette right here, absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I've never seen this formula. Like, was this hiding somewhere? And I'm gonna be using this nonstop in the new year. So it's just so pretty. Here's another one of my favorites. This was a palette that was super controversial this year, and you guys know I'm not about drama. I was actually sent this palette and I tried it, and I'm the kind of person that stays out of drama, so I had no idea there was any controversy whatsoever. And then I tried it and I'm like, dang, I love this. And I like went to post and then I saw like everybody hated it, and I'm like, and then I heard there was good ones, there was bad ones, too much drama for me. My opinion, loved it, thought it was super cool colors, I loved it. The formula, the mattes, everything blended. The only thing I will say is I noticed a lot of people digging in the palette, and that might be their preference and how they do it. I don't do that when I do that. When I actually have a brush right here. Can you flick me that brush right there? Give it to me, give it to me. So when I go into a palette, I don't really like dig. I kind of like tap the side of it regardless, even if I'm doing a fluffy brush to go in my crease. And I just saw people like digging in it. And I'm like, we're not badgers. We don't dig. Don't do that. All right, guys, another palette that just blew me away. This is gonna be the Urban Decay Beauty with an Edge eyeshadow palette. And I actually love the packaging. I just thought this was super cute. I'm gonna swatch a few of the colors and a few of my favorites on this side. I actually wore this silver Glam Rock in one of my Halloween looks, and it looked like liquid on my eyelid. If you wet your brush, these eyeshadows turn into some of the best shimmer eyeshadows on the market, like hands down. I was kind of like, oh great, another Urban Decay palette. I love Urban Decay, but this one just like, it knocked it out of the park. It's so bomb. Yet another shimmer palette. So I feel like shimmers, they're not going anywhere. They're not. These are gonna carry over into 2018. This palette, oh man. I know you guys are thinking that's a lot of similar golds, but I've actually swatched this entire palette and each one is so perfectly different. These are my shades right here, like completely. There are only 4 mattes in this palette, but honestly, that's all you need to do your golds and your silver looks. One of the most beautiful palettes I have ever seen. One of the most beautiful palettes I've seen from Too Faced. You guys definitely need to pick this one up. All right, guys, this palette right here, bomb.com. I love Kathleen Lights. I love ColourPop. So naturally, I knew I was going to like this palette, but I didn't know I was going to love this palette. I actually did a look with the green, the tills here. Breathtaking. These shadows are like, think of the most high-end shadows you can think of, and this palette is just as good. So we have the Just Peachy Mattes palette from Too Faced. So beautiful. I don't know what it is. I need me some warm tones. This palette has every shade I would want. It is a completely matte palette, and I love that because obviously I already have so many shimmers. But like when I'm just needing a go-to or when I'm traveling, I always take this palette right here. All right, guys, this is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel palette. And I'm not gonna swatch this one because it's already swatched all over my face. I've been wearing it non-stop since I got it. It's so beautiful. You have your warm bronzers, you have your cooler tones to really contour and chisel out the face, And then you have these beautiful, these are actually matte shades. So I have actually halo underneath my eyes right now, which is this one right here. I'm gonna be traveling with this. The packaging is just stunning. I haven't loved a contour palette like this in quite some time. The last one I loved was the Kat Von D Shade and Light. This one is my next favorite. I'm actually using this one non-stop. It is so pretty. I blend it back in with my blender and it just melts into your skin. Such a good formula. Okay guys, here's a palette that when I first saw it, I was like, that's one of the most gorgeous layouts I have ever seen. And then I put it on hold because I'm like, I don't need it. It's not gonna be that great. I love a few of Kylie's things. I actually have on her concealer right now and I love it, but I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure. So then I took the plunge. And honestly, I take this palette every time I leave my house. This has become literally my go-to palette. That's why I wanted to show it last. I use this one so much. It just has every shade that I want when I travel, when I'm at home. I haven't even done a tutorial with it because I'm like, yeah, I actually bought this myself, so I was not sent this, and I'm so happy with my purchase. It's my go-to. I think it's one of my all-time favorite palettes, for sure. Woo, you guys know I do not like to talk negative about things. I don't. But I do want to always warn you guys about products that did not work for me. If these didn't work for you, if they did work for you and you love them, that's okay. Things work for different people. But for me, this was a tragedy. Now some of these I bought, some of these were sent to me, but still, we just have to know what was a party and what was not a party. So these launched last fall, I believe. These are the blush kits from Anastasia, and this is the gradient one. And I have the other one as well, and I couldn't find it, but I figured I'd just do one. I was so excited because they did the trios of blushes, and those were beautiful. This, I understand that we're doing contouring and like shading with blush. I don't think we're there yet. I feel like that's still too not the realm that we're in. We're not ready to like contour with blush. The formula was okay. I've used the peachy one a little bit more, but honestly, this one I just don't know. Did it work for any of you? I need to know. I need pictures. I need evidence that this worked for someone, because for me, it was a crying shame. All right, guys, so I'm the biggest fan of Kat Von D, and I'm the biggest fan of her makeup, and the Shade and Light contour palette, and the lipstick, just about everything. I bought this myself. This is the Shade and Light Eye, and I was like, oh yes, that is a party I would like to go to. Well, I went to this party and I promptly left. What on earth? Like, it swatches really nice, and then you go to put it on your eyes and it's just like, where did it go? I've used my finger, I've used a brush, I've used everything. Also, these are all shimmers, and I think this one's a matte, but it's still like a satin. Yeah, it's still a satin. So there's no mattes in here, and it's a complete shimmer palette, and I just knew that I was going to be the happiest girl in the world, but it wasn't. It wasn't. I love everything else, but this one just did not work for me. Okay, I'm the biggest fan of Too Faced ever. I'm the biggest fan of Candy Johnson. I think she's wonderful, and I love what she stands for, but this palette did not work for me. I didn't like the layout. I didn't like the can. I really don't like the can. Like, I really wanted there to be cookies in here. I don't ever want to like use this for some reason. And then the formula, I feel like sometimes Too Faced has some of the best formulas, and then sometimes it's just like, what happened here? I don't know what the difference would be, but this formula just was not the same as other palettes. Like the gold, the chocolate bar, the gold one is absolutely out of this world, like out of this world. But this one was just, I don't know, frosted pink, and then like this taupe, and like the mattes were just like non-existent. The black one is just like, it didn't work for me. Okay, so this is a highlighting palette from Becca. I believe it's called the Apres Ski Glow Face Palette. This was limited edition. The packaging is gorgeous. So it's gonna have 6 shades in here, and it has highlighters. There's a rose quartz, opal. Some of these aren't limited edition, some of them are. I feel like they were so different from the highlighters that you buy individually. Like, I went to use it and I was like, dang, I'm gonna travel with this. I cannot wait. But they were just like, these are chalkier. You know how the ones that you buy individually are so smooth and creamy? In fact, Becca just came out with the vanilla quartz highlighter, and it's sold separately, and it's like butter. This one was just like chalky, and then the bronzer was chalky, and I was like, y'all, this is like sidewalk chalk. What happened? Fenty Beauty like hit the market, and it has some of the best foundations, some of the best contour sticks. The primer, I have on the primer right now. This came out, I bought this myself. I was so excited. I'm like, this is going to change lives. And it did nothing but change my mood into angry. It was such a letdown. I tried and I tried and I tried with this palette. I tried a wet brush, I tried a dry brush, I tried a wet finger, I tried a dry finger, I tried my cat's tail. I tried everything. This palette, it's what? What is that? Like, I've showed you guys some shimmers today, and those shimmers like make your heart go pitter patter. I spent my money on this, and then I lost the receipt. And like, I don't usually take back makeup, but I contemplated it, but obviously I didn't. So it's just here forever, mocking me. Like, honestly, look at this shade. It's so, can you zoom in for me? It's like, what is it? We have to whisper. It's betrayed us. It was so upsetting. I know that she's gonna do some more launches and some more eyeshadow palettes, and I think, like, I don't know, maybe this one was just rushed. Sometimes they can do that, but honestly, I'm gonna call this one a closed case. For real though. Oh, and I forgot to mention which ones I bought and which ones I sent. So what I'll do is just scroll down to the description bar, and I'll like have it besides there, what was sent to me and what I bought. But it doesn't really matter. All right guys, so that's my input on my favorites and my not so favorites. It always tears me up to tell you guys about the products that didn't work for me, but I have to, so I just have to get over that because you guys want to know what didn't work for me. And I actually enjoy like talking about things that didn't work, because maybe it did work for you, and you can share your tips and tricks with me, because I'm always here to learn and figure this out. We're all figuring this out together. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. My earrings are from White Fox Boutique, and I'll have my lipstick listed below. I forget the name of it already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all.